Right, hello again guys. I've just done a little day walk over at Felixstowe Ferry in Suffolk on the coast by the estuary of the River Deben, and I just thought while I'm here, it's only 20 minutes drive up the road, I'm going to do another little walk out of 50 walks in Suffolk. This one is starting in the little village of Falkenham, and we're going to be visiting the Kirton Marshes, which is on the banks of the River Deben. So it's gone 5 o'clock now, it's a Saturday, and I'm planning to wild camp on the marshes overlooking like the river, it's fairly close to the estuary, it's a few miles upstream from it. So the weather's been pretty bad, it's raining, it's windy, it's pretty grim. The walk is only 5.25 miles long, so what I'm probably going to do is head out to the marshes now. I'm outside St Ethelbert's Church, just parking on the road in the village of Falkenham. So head out to the marshes, find somewhere to camp for the night. I've got my OEX Foxx one-man tent with me, because I knew it was going to be raining until about 2 AM. So yeah, going to get set up. So enough talking, let's get walking. Okay, here's the St Ethelbert's Church here at Falkenham. So we're following the church walk out to Kirton Marshes, which is where we're going to camp for tonight. So yeah, we'll check the church out in the morning. Okay, at the moment you're not going to be able to really see too much, but I'm turning right and heading now down towards the River Deben, the banks of that, and Kirton Marshes. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back when I've found a spot and I'll start setting up then. Right, welcome back guys. As you can probably hear, the wind is absolutely howling and the rain's started again. I've found a spot just where Falkenham Creek ends. I'm just walking around over Kirton Marshes, and it meets the River Deben, which is out there in the darkness. The lights over there, I believe, are those of the Ramsholt Arms pub, which is on the other side of the river. So I'm using that as kind of like a landmark. I know that if I'm there, I've done X amount of distance. Then there's the marina back over that way. There's a few lights on over in the distance on the other side of the river. But yeah, I'm pretty beat. I'm going to basically set the tent up, I think, now and get in out of the weather. So I'll get it set up and I'll get back to you shortly, okay? Right, welcome back. I've set the tent up. It was pretty windy setting it up, but I've managed it. So yeah, OEX Foxx 1 tonight. Last time I used that was start of January, just after the new year on Leith Hill. So inside, usual kind of setup really. Got the OEX self-inflating half pad, the full length Thermarest Z-Lite, brilliant pad. Got my OEX pillow over there, stuff sack pillow over the back. That bag there's just got me maps and guidebook in. I've got my same down sleeping bag as I always use, a Cumulus Ultralight 200. So it's probably not the warmest bag, but if you basically wear everything that you've got in your rucksack, you should be fine. Then I've got my silk cocoon sleeping bag liner in that. I've got my OEX down jacket, spare gloves, little neck warmer thingy, and my softy trousers. So I'm going to stick all that on in a minute underneath all my waterproofs, because there is a sort of rain in the air. It's very fine, so you know, before long you get soaked, don't you, without knowing. So that's sleeping. And then equipment, right, odds and ends we're going to be cooking with. Got my little BRS titanium gas stove, so it's lighter than the Outkit Krakow that Kai got me. And a few people keep mentioning these when I was talking about the Outkit. And yeah, I've got one. I've had one a while really, and for gas. And the stand, that's my titanium spalk in there. Just lights, and I've got another through night light in there. That's just stuff I keep on a little key ring, little mini microfiber towel, a little mini through night torch, very bright that, my pen knife, and then a little watertight capsule for like pills or emergency money. That goes everywhere with me. I've got a lighter. My food, the rest of my food, I've got stuff for the morning, like one of these cold porridges, loads of hot chocolates and coffees. I've got like a porridge to go, it's basically like a dried porridge cereal bar thing. Sort of reminds me of a Cliff Bar really. Then we've got some tomato, onion, herb pasta and sauce, can't go wrong. There's a cup of soup in there, there's a drink mix, there's a couple of Kendal mint cakes lurking about somewhere, plenty of food. I've got 2 litres of water with me, that's my Outkit titanium pots. Then, yeah, 2 litres of water in me new Nalgene bottles from Kai. Got some nuts and raisins as well. I was snacking on these at work and I thought, oh, do you know what, you're coming with me on a camp, sunshine. So yeah, I'm going to have them as well. Got a little bit of water left over from me walk. Trekking poles and the horrid selfie stick are tucked away in there. The whole tent's on me Tyvek ground sheet, you can just see. And then I've got a black bag with my rucksack and all the stuff sacks and stuff out there, the other side of the tent. Underneath, it's got like a second vestibule, this little tent, which is quite useful. So yeah, that's my setup. I'm going to get in there for a bit, I'm freezing, I'm going to get a brew on, do a hot chocolate and a coffee, or a mocha. As you can see, it is tiny, fits in like the palm of your hand, weighs like barely nothing. I can't remember exactly how much it weighs, but yeah, it's been on a few of my videos before. So I thought if anyone's not seen this before and is looking for a cheap, and I mean cheap, it's about £10 or £13 on eBay, and they're looking for a cheap and like uber lightweight little gas stove, I'd say probably this is the one. Either that or get the Outkit Kraku. That's about 23-24 quid I think. But so yeah, this is a lot cheaper. It took a while to arrive because I think it comes from somewhere like Japan or something mad, but yeah. So yeah, I'm going to get this fired up, probably just in the porch here, and yeah, get a brew on the go. I could do with one. Right, welcome back. I had a bit of a mare with me stoves again. It's a good thing I keep that with me at all times. That's a little titanium mini Esbit stove and some solid fuel tablets. That has saved my arse so many times. So me being stupid, let's see, switch the light on. I got me little BRS stove, and I told you it was temperamental. The pin in the bottom of it is not long enough to reach into the gas canister, so that didn't work. I always keep that in my cook pots as like a backup, you know, if the shit hits the fan, I use that, okay? And because I ain't got that many tablets for it, the little small Esbit tablets, I ain't got too many of them, and I try not to use them because they're expensive, and yeah, you have to use quite a few and a few firelighters to get a boil, but I've managed to do some tomato and herb pasta and sauce, and I got myself Galaxy hot chocolate with a Nescafe 3-in-1 mixed in. I'll probably be able to get another drink or two off of it. Hot drink in the morning with it. I sort of use my other trekking pole to guy out the door. Just give me a bit more space, you know, with the flames for cooking, and I've sort of built up a little windbreak with my sit mat and one of my bottles, so always keep a little backup. So anyways, right, it's dinner time. Okay, I've had me dinner and me hot drink. It was very nice indeed. The rain's coming down now outside. You can probably hear it on the tent. Nice sound. It's cider time. So, on the River Deben tonight, we've got this elk warning It's crafted apple cider with wild strawberries. Like I said before, I've had the blackcurrant one. Jake got me that before, and I reviewed it at Dover with Will, and I've had probably a couple more since, so not seen this flavour before. So yeah, 4%, so it's the same, basically the same sort of writing and stuff as the blackcurrant one. Really, you've got this really cool artwork on the tin. Cheers everyone for watching so far. Thanks for the support. Oh, hang about. That is nice. Do you know what, that might be better than the blackcurrant one, I think. The strawberry, it's not overly strong, neither is the apple. It's a pretty fruity tasting cider, but it's not too sweet or sickly. I was thinking with strawberry it could be a bit too sweet, but it's got a really good mix. Like, you know, apple and strawberry goes well together. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty decent little cider, that. Right, I think I've made a verdict on this already. So, elk warning with a wild strawberry flavour in it. I'm going to give that 9 out of 10. It's a decent little cider, guys. I quite like that. If you like your fruit ciders, you'll love this. It's absolutely brilliant. I wish I had another one of these, but I haven't. I've just got the one, so... Well, it's gone midnight now. The wind's still fairly strong outside. We had quite a lot of rain earlier on. That was quite loud, but it seems to have stopped for a bit. But I think the rain was meant to stop at about 2 AM anyway. But yeah, of course, it's still quite strong winds here because we are really close to the coast and, you know, right on the bank of the river. So I feel like I've got a really good setup now that I know works, which is good. As I say, I've tried out sort of loads of different combinations and stuff, and using this like this sort of probably 2 or 3 seat, probably a 2 season down bag, using this with my OEX pad, you know, Thermarest Z-Light pad, you know, sort of thermal sort of leggings on and stuff, you know, your base layer stuff, you know, sort of wicking tops, a fleece. I've still got my little blue windbreaker on as well, you know, down jacket, a hat, you know, I sometimes keep the walking trousers on as well. Clean dry socks is always good. My down boots on as well, my bivvy boots and softy trousers and even a pair of gloves. I'm pretty warm. Through night, I can't remember what one it is now. It's a TI3 little keyring light. It's pretty bright. It's just one AAA battery. You can reverse the little clip on it to as I say, you can clip it on like the brim of a hat and stuff like that, and turn it into a little head torch. And it actually puts out quite a lot of light as well. So I suppose if you was going really ultra light, yeah, you could in effect use that, I suppose, as a head torch really. And yeah, just keep a few spare AAA batteries on you, and yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm going to aim to get up for around 7:30, I'd say. Hopefully try and sort of catch a sunrise again. We'll sort of see what the weather's going to be like. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning everyone. It's 7:15. Yeah, I've already had my breakfast. I'm going to try and attempt to do a hot chocolate and a coffee on my little solid fuel Esbit stove, and it's still quite nippy out there as well. It's about 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. I mean, that's taken into account the wind chill as well, so it probably feels even colder than that. But inside the tent though was warm all night and comfy as well, so it's a good thing about using a small shelter as well, is of course you you can fill it with your body heat quicker as well and keep it warm. So I'm told. Anyway, we look like we could be getting a good sunrise. I've had a look outside the door quickly. The views are amazing over the River Deben. So out that way is the sea and the estuary of the River Deben, Felixstowe Ferry. I was there yesterday on the day walk. So yeah, tent held up pretty well. As you can see, sort of the wind has just been battering it all night, and it's funny, but all I've used these little titanium shepherd stakes and a couple of MSR mini groundhogs, but nothing heavy duty. Goes to show you, it holds up in the wind. And I mean, we had some strong arse winds, so yeah, it's done really well again. They're the lightest pegs I've got, so I always try and pack them with this tent, because this is sort of like my tent for my ultralight tent setups or lightweight setups. So yeah, they're not the original pegs, of course. The original pegs weigh an absolute ton. Okay, it's 9 o'clock now. It's taken me quite a while to pack up because it was so strong. It literally, like, the tent was a nightmare to take down. Right, so yeah, we're carrying on that way, and probably about an hour or so's walking left. I've probably done about a mile and a half of the walk, and it's 5.25 miles in total. Roughly, that's what I'd say I've done anyway. So apologies if you can't hear any of this. I see a couple more dog walkers appearing now, so I'm going to get a move on anyway. Right, let's get ready to ramble. Let's get ready to walk. Cutting through a landscape of salt marsh, freshwater marsh, low hills and mud flats, the River Deben is dotted with small pleasure craft whose owners take advantage of the sheltered nature of the Deben estuary. Waders and other birds are also attracted to the river. In the summer, look out for oyster catchers, egrets, curlews and various other wading birds on the mud flats. Geese and ducks can also be seen amongst the patches of reeds that colonise the mudflats here and there. Unusually, the river also has its own local interest group, the River Deben Association, which has been formed to try and ensure that the river can be enjoyed by everyone for years to come. On the far bank of the river, the attractive quayside Ramshaw Arms pub comes into view, along with All Saints Church with its sleek minimalist rounded tower and the contrasting hues of its nave roof. If you recognise it, it's probably because you saw it in a recent BBC adaptation of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations, which is set in Kent, of course. Welcome back everyone. We're back in the tiny little village of Falkenham, and the church is over in that wooded area in the trees, and that's where I parked the car. So yeah, highlight of the walk, and the camper's got to be the wild camp, of course, and the stretch of walking along the River Deben. It was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm going to get back to the car, chuck stuff in the car, and have a quick look in the church and show you that if it's open, if there's not a service on. We'll have a look round it anyway, so yeah, see you there. The walk begins with the saints, or at least one particular saint. Ethelbert was the Saxon king of the East Angles, whose destiny was to be slain by Offa, the pagan king of Mercia, in 794 AD. His burial place at Hereford was once a popular pilgrimage site, but now he is best remembered in East Anglia, where half of the 18 churches dedicated to him are located. Falkenham's contribution to that total stands back from the main road, tucked behind Falkenham Hall, and is thus easy to miss, but is well worth a look inside. Okay, you know the score. I've gone through that door. There's just been a service on in here, so I sort of waited for them to go. Dating from the 14th century, but much altered since, the church has a fine 15th century octagonal font, whose carvings were plastered over to save them from being destroyed by Puritans in the days of Oliver Cromwell. The religious census of 1851 records the numbers in the congregation at the church services. Additionally, at both services there were 25 scholars. Usually there were more, but it was noted that crow keeping takes away half the boys and some girls at this season from church. The old treble bell, which was cast in 1728 but eventually broke and had to be replaced, is on display just inside the front door. So this is a circa 15th century oak door. The door was originally at the entrance to the ringing tower, a ringing chamber in the tower. Its removal became necessary to facilitate the new bell frame, as the church was not permitted to reduce the height of the door. It was therefore agreed to remove the door and rehang it in this niche. How cool is that? So that door is from the 1400s. It's pretty old. Okay, well that's the end of this video. I'm outside the little church here of St Ethelbert's in Falkenham. It's a lovely little church inside, as you've just seen, and it was a really nice wild camp as well, out on the river estuary. So yeah, all that leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching, as always, and thank you for the support. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Get in the comments and let us know what you think. And yeah, you'll see me again soon. It's been another good solo wild camp and walk. Cheers guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.